During John Dramani Mahama's presidency from 2012 to 2017, the relationship between the European Union, EU and Ghana was characterized by cooperation in various areas, including trade, development assistance, governance, and regional stability. Now, fast forward 2017 to 2024, we saw the leadership of the former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. EU-Ghana relations expanded to various areas. Fast forward 2025, we have the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, taking back the Flagstaff House. We would like to know about EU-Ghana relations, and of course we want to know whether priorities are going to be based on what started under the administration of the former president, or it's just going to be business as they continue with the key areas of interest between the two parties. To help us delve into this conversation is the EU head of the EU delegation here in Ghana, His Excellency Irchad Ramiandrasoa Razaaly, and we will be talking extensively on EU-Ghana relations under this administration. My name is Harriet Nartey. I'll take a break. When I come back, I will introduce my guest in a bit. The show is Diplomatic Affairs. As I mentioned, my guest is the head of delegation of the EU here in Ghana, His Excellency Irchad Ramiandrasoa Razaaly, and we will be talking about EU's continuous relations with Ghana under this current administration. Of course, we know that we have a new government under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and we would like to know what the priorities are going to be when it comes to relations between the EU and Ghana. Relations have indeed expanded, and we would like to learn more about where we are right now with this current administration. Now, just to highlight a few areas during 2012 to 2017 under Mahama's administration, we saw the Economic Partnership Agreement, EPA, which Ghana signed, and we want to know how things are fast forward. We also saw the Development Cooperation, and we saw the Governance and Human Rights Initiative and support for regional security. Security is very important, key when it comes to relations between the European Union and Ghana, and also aid for trade and poverty reduction. So like I said, relations have advanced since 2012 to 2017, and fast forward under the former president's administration, we've realized that we have moved from 2017 to 2024. Now that NDC is back in power with the leader, John Dramani Mahama, what are we to expect? Welcome to Diplomatic Affairs, Excellency. It's always a pleasure to have you on our show.
Thank you, and welcome to the residence.
School me here. How does it work when there's a new administration? Is it something that you get to sit with the government and you review the various areas of interest when it comes to relations between, let's say, the EU and Ghana? In this case, how are things going to play out? Obviously, all the initiatives are good. They are good for the development of the country, and it's a win-win kind of relationship between the two parties. How does it work?
You know me, so I'm a very pragmatic person.
Right.
And of course, by definition, we conduct contact with everyone, ongoing leadership, past leadership, potential future leadership, opposition. We are speaking to everyone. And of course, the moment President Mahama has been elected, you have seen I was one of the first ambassador that he received, which is a very appreciated gesture from our side, because it's a recognition that the European Union is considered one of the key partners to the country.
Relations are very cordial.
Very cordial, I would even say very, very constructive, very positive, very, over the years, there are no reason why the relations are not cordial with the past administration and with the incoming administration. The other element is President Mahama made us the privilege to sit down with me and my fellow ambassadors of the member states, the 10 of them, to have a more in-depth discussion on what in our views as the European Union and what in his view as the upcoming president are key elements in which we agree to focus our efforts. So, as I said, investment was a key element. Job creation has been an element that the president has come up with and which resonates very much with what we are doing as the European Union and the member states. And we have as well signaled some areas where there were a lot of progress and new commitment that we would like to continue. Vaccines is one, for example. Security is another one. I'm not saying that the rest is not important, but just to highlight especially elements that were new from the previous I would say state of engagement between the European Union and Ghana under the first Mahama administration. And there is a very good, I would say, understanding about those elements. We have signaled our interest even to deepen this partnership. We will have political dialogue, but maybe we can have specific sectoral dialogues in order to deepen the conversation and the partnership, because as I said, the partnership has been very broad, very deep, and each and every topic merits specific attention. And you can improve marginally here and there. So this is something we want to listen as well and to understand better exactly where the president wants to drive this partnership, because this is something which is key. I don't wake up in the morning and say, okay, let's do that, because something come to my mind. No, it's a partnership. So Ghana is in the driving seat, I would say. We would like to do this, especially with you, because we believe you have something to bring on the table. We'd like to do that in a different way or in this specific way, because we believe this is something, this way will drive more benefit to us as a country. And once again, we are speaking about agriculture, which is one of the largest engagement of the European Union. Agriculture is job creation, is food, is local culture, is environment, is sustainability, is trade. So it's broad. It's a broad thing. It's one of the reasons why we are invested so much, and we can do much more. And for example, we need the drive of the government to say, these are the type of things we need to do in this area because so and so. These are not things that I will invent or my experts will invent. So we are here as well to listen and to understand better where this partnership wants to be driven by the government.
So EU-Ghana relations or partnership is actually working together with the government, where the two parties sit and draw the areas of interest, priorities or initiatives. I call them interventions. The two parties work together through it all for the benefit of the country. And it's a mutually beneficial when it comes to relations between the EU and Ghana. We've been on the ground. We've seen what they are doing together in the various areas. Security is one of the areas that is very huge when it comes to EU's relations with Ghana, and also, like he mentioned, agriculture and quite a number of things. Culture and scholarship. Erasmus scholarship is one of the biggest when it comes to relations between the EU and Ghana. Excellency, where do we go from here as we wrap up? What are we to expect under this administration?
A very important element. I think with the administration, it's clear. We will listen to and we'll see how to adjust the partnership. When I say adjust, with an appetite on our side to even deepen it. Another element which is key, of course, we are working with a state, we are working with an administration, but something which is here to stay and which will not change and even increase is our engagement with the civil society. We have tens, if not hundreds, of NGOs and different associations which are partnering with us, And this is there to stay because there is a lot of appetite in the civil society realm, and they are making a contribution which is complementary and different to what an administration is making. And this is a key element given as well the profile of Ghana, an open society, a democracy, a place where there is a space for the civic and the civil society. Another element on which we will make a contribution or continue to make a contribution as well is the private sector. Local private sector. I think it's very important that your viewers understand that our key partner is the local, for example, Association of the Ghana Industries.
Right.
Okay. But as well, as I said, we want, and this is the wish of the former president, this is the wish of the new president, to increase the presence and the investment of European business as well, because they can come with solutions and they can come with new technologies, different type of areas, you know, water, sanitation, building, construction, technology, energy, and not the old-fashioned energy, but the new ones based on, you know, clean hydrogen, etc., etc., etc. Because they can contribute as well to this diversification of the Ghanaian economy, which still mostly is commodity-based and wishes to transform better. And then as well, the investment, as I said, will come with opportunities for job creation, growth stimulation, acceleration of, you know, moving Ghana even forward in terms of economic advancement. There were reasons beyond governments or leaderships why we have invested in vaccines, why we are investing in scholarships, why we are investing in technical vocational training, because, you know, key challenge in this country, in many countries in Europe, is job creation.
Right.
So stimulating economic growth, stimulating job creation, having a people-centered approach, I think it's very important.
Yeah.
We are working together to improve the fate of people. It's not just abstraction. It's not just figures. We want to change the lives of the Aminata, the Kweku, the whoever.
All right. So can we wrap up?
I'm in your hands.
All right. I think we have covered the essentials when it comes to our conversation today. Basically, it appears that nothing is going to change when it comes to EU-Ghana relations under this current administration.
Nothing except even better things.
Right, nothing except better, even better things. So we can only grow bigger and stronger together. Excellency, thank you so much for availing yourself on this special segment of the Diplomatic Affairs TV show.